Well, tomorrow is, of course, Ash Wednesday and the start of Lent, and EWTN is offering an online video series seeking to help the faithful use the 40 days to draw closer to Christ. The 7 Last Words is a 7-part online series presented by EWTN's own Father Joseph Mary Wolfe of the Franciscan Friars of the Eternal Word. The series features reflections on our Lord's final words on the cross. The series is free, and you can find it under the Learning Series tab on EWTN's main page. And here to tell us more about it is Father Joseph Mary Wolfe. Father, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. So walk us through the creation of the series. Tell us all about it.
So the creation of the 7 Last Words, I was up at the Shrine of the Blessed Sacrament and I was praying before the Blessed Sacrament. And it just kind of was a light that I received that there was a wonderful place there at the shrine where I could discuss the 7 Last Words of our Lord, looking at different elements of the shrine and Mother Angelica's incorporation of those elements into the shrine. So that was kind of the inspiration behind that, and we recorded that, and I was quite happy with how it turned out.
Well, that is so beautiful. And as your title suggests, Jesus proclaimed 7 final words on the cross, and you have a meditation for each. Tell us a little bit more about that. And is there a particular one that maybe, really impacted you?
Yes, I often reflect on the 7 Last Words of our Lord, and it's especially the 6th word, where our Lord says, "It is accomplished." And I talk about that in front of the crypt church in the lower church, because Mother Angelica's work now is accomplished. Of course, she's still assisting us, we believe, from heaven with her intercession before the Lord, but her earthly work is completed. And for all of us, the mission that God has given to us one day is going to be completed. So it is for us to put all of our energy, all of our heart, mind, soul, and strength to loving the Lord and helping others to come to know and love Him too. And then when we come to the end of our days, we can say with great satisfaction and peace, "It's accomplished, the work that you gave me to do, Lord."
Yeah, and as we know, Mother Angelica, she talked a lot about interior mortification. How did that play into the evolution of the series?
Yes, well, for Mother, I think she experienced in religious life at different places that those who especially were physically ascetical were sometimes giving more penance to others than they were enduring themselves, because they would become a grouch or whatever it would be. And of course, we all need, in this indulgent society, to make some denial of ourselves. There has to be some cutting back, of just indulging every appetite that we have. But Mother saw that the most important element of our sanctification is that interior mortification. And so, for example, if someone would insult us, that instead of giving a harsh word back, which might be our first inclination, we're going to hold back, and instead we're going to respond peaceably, charitably, and respectfully. So that could be one element. I think another element of that, and Mother often said that the Lord gave her own penance during the Lenten season. I remember one time she broke her wrist, and she said that was one of the most painful things that she had gone through, and it was right at the beginning of the season of Lent. And she said, I know the Lord's up to something. He's going to do something great for the network because of this offering of her suffering. But we all have elements of sacrifice in our particular vocations in life, whether it's father, mother, spouse, priest or religious. There's certain elements that are kind of less than desirable for us and more difficult for us. But we can turn those into an act of love when we offer that sacrifice, that little pinch that we feel of sacrifice in our life, and we turn it into an act of love for God and for others.
Yeah, I love that so much. And I know you're also suggesting for penance, people make a pilgrimage this year. Tell us a little bit more about that. Do you have any suggestions?
Yes, I definitely do, because it's a time of the Eucharistic revival. And I would suggest making a pilgrimage, which is a traditional way of doing penance. You think of the Camino de Santiago, where people would walk for days or weeks or even months on pilgrimage to the Church of St. James at Santiago. And so this is a way in which you're putting off, the comforts of our life, and we're going on a journey to a sacred place to encounter God in a new and deeper, richer way. So I would encourage you in that during the season of Lenten, maybe to come to the shrine of the Most Blessed Sacrament in this time of the Eucharistic revival. In fact, I'd like to mention that on March 9th, that the shrine is having a special day of recollection on the Shroud of Turin. And there's always been a display there of the Shroud of Turin, but now it's been amplified and beautified, and really would be a beautiful day to spend at the Shrine of the Blessed Sacrament.
I love that. Father Joseph Mary, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about this. We really appreciate it, and God bless you.
And God bless you, Tracy, and all of your viewers during this season of Lent, this sacred time when God is drawing us closer to himself.
Thank you so much.